Hello, it's me again. You may have seen me in my past video where I taught you how to play the Suyoo Idol Festival All Stars. After having to read all the internet guides and using Google Translate to send an email in Japanese, I finally retrieved my account back and I can start playing the game again. Today, I'll be teaching you how to write a guide for LLSIF All Stars. What's that? You have doubts on me making a guide on how to write a guide for All Stars? Nah, I take writing this guide very seriously, even after considering what I said in the last video. Now, the first thing about writing a guide is to have the correct mindset. Why do I need to write a guide? Is it because the game has a high skill floor? Is it because the game is not new player friendly, like how it lacks a good tutorial and team auto formation system, and on top of that, the recommended life power and stamina not very indicative of the song's difficulty? Is it because the game is very unforgiving for not following the most effective tactic available, aka the one strategy meta? Is it because clearing harder contents heavily relies on getting new cards and limit breaks? No! It's because I want to show how good I am at the game. You are all bad and I'm better than you. That's why I get to make a guide and you're the ones who watch it. What's this? People who actually know about the game but still watch guides for entertainment? Nah, those people don't exist. Everyone out there is dumber than me, and they all require help that the only chosen one can provide. Me! Get around, and start listening to your holy man guide you on how to play LLSIF All Stars. Now we get ourselves into a self-centered mindset, let's start writing the guide. First, what is the format of your guide? Is it a written guide or a video guide? Well, actually that's not a question, because no one has an infinite attention span these days. It's not like written guides have the benefit of being easy to make and not requiring a recording and editing software and a hardware to support said software and the skills to properly use them. Now we are settled with doing video guides. What topic will I talk about? Is the topic about the specific part of the game, like events and song guides, or is it general tips like how to farm resources? Will the video cover basic or advanced tips? Does the content target general players or more experienced ones? Well, let me tell you, the best format is no format. You see, having a guide dedicated to a specific topic hinders my creativity because I can't talk about anything outside the topic. It's not like guide making is about being concise and straight to the point. Otherwise, how am I going to make my video unnecessarily long for that sweet YouTube money? Make sure to make your guide as fake and clickbaity as possible so you can fill it in with whatever topic you want and you can still stay on topic. 7 tips on how to play LLSIF All Stars. This card is absolutely OP! Yeah, those titles are as original as the numerous t-shirts Caleb tried to sell us in the game. Having guides all be general tips and no specific ones allows viewers to easily find the right answers to their questions. Make sure to include different tips about the same topic in separate videos so the viewers have to watch every one of those videos. That will boost the number of views and not cause frustration in viewers, which reduces views in the long run. After deciding on a topic that is as vague as my understanding of the game, it's time to cover the game itself. Oh. Well, I don't actually understand the topic I'm about to cover, but that's okay, because that's where the next part comes in, background research. Now, most of your background research is done by playtesting the game. Some parts of the game can be tested with any team like events, accessories, and insight skills, while some mechanics like card strength, team showcases, and song guides require the right cards to work with. First, I'll talk about the part where no investments are needed. This includes events, accessories, insight skills, board, etc. The details and mechanics can be discovered even without a decent team and maybe with some amount of data mining. Since you can discover everything about them, I may as well include everything in excruciating detail without summarizing which ones are the good ones. It's okay to talk about every single insight skill and accessory in meticulous detail because we all know how well distributed the pool of useful insight skills and accessories are. Being able to give likes to the pictures in item exchange events is more important than how to properly grind in those events, because this info doesn't require me to actually understand how to play the event to put in my video. And what about the parts where investments are needed, like team building, card review, and song guides? Fortunately enough, it is possible to reach the point where you have invested enough money to get a decent team and start working through the core mechanics. With enough knowledge, you can make more guides without actually having the right cards Okay, who am I kidding? There's no way that's possible. I can't understand those mechanics without actually getting the card. That gives me an excuse to put more money into this game. What's this? This card has 1 point of appeal higher than the current meta card? Gotta pull for that. Just pull everything, because you won't know when 11% skill rate will become meta, even though the possibility of that is the same as winning the lottery or getting struck by lightning. I do those scouts for the reason of background research, and not because I want to satiate my endless hunger of gambling for an ultra rare JPEG. Another important aspect of background research is to simply summarize your own experience by playing the content. You can tell your own experience in an interesting way that connects to the viewers the best, as if they're the ones who experience what you have gone through, and they can use these experiences to make better judgments. To top it off, give a summary and relevant advice based on the experience. To deliver that in my video, I need to focus on the right part of my experience, my subjective views rather than objective ones. I will talk about how salty I am after knowing there is no consistent way of getting the maximum amount of resources in School Idol channel other than spending a bunch of AP tickets, even though events work pretty much the same way but with LPs. Telling people to start saving AP tickets for their favorite channel, try to aim for a week when they have the best team for the channel song. Nah, my salty experience is more important. It's not because I used up all my AP tickets before the introduction of this feature, and if I hadn't used up all my AP tickets, I would have reacted to this feature the same and not call it the best addition in the game because I'm winning. Just remember that human experiences only consist of the emotional part and not the logical part, and you have mastered the art of telling your experiences in video guides. Also, there are 2 methods you can use, and you will soon be regurgitating, creating videos on schedule without breaking a sweat. The first method is filling the video with only hype and constantly praising how good the new content or card is. The other last common way is used when the new content is obviously bad and to simply trash talk about it. While doing both of that, you should always put your focus in the wrong place. For example, I can hype about the good costume design or the fact that my wife got a new card no matter how useless the card is. And I know this song has many damage notes, high requirement ACs, non-pure attribute debuffs, and a gimmick that literally shuts down healing. But the issue with this song is because it is not consistent with the original attribute of the song in advanced mode. Gotta talk about how this inconsistency ruins the game experience. But what if the viewers feel like my videos are too shallow and contain absolutely no useful content at all? Well, that's okay. That's where we bring out the big guns. Big brain formulas like how appeal and technique stat work, tap voltage and SP voltage calculations, critical rate and critical sense calculations, etc. Nothing says how smart I am than to lay out formulas that I can't explain. Yes, background research simply means copy-pasting others' works with zero understanding and knowledge of said work. Since those formulas make me look so smart, why not double down? Make my videos so cluttered with formulas and spreadsheets that understanding info from the video is like telling a first grader to understand a class about quantum physics. That will put those toxic accusers into their place. Remember that writing guides is all about saying things to look smart to the audience without actually providing any solid guidelines or explanation whatsoever. I'll just keep pushing on and shoving useless fluff videos into my audience's throat while ignoring the fact that I still can't pass a challenge song with all the knowledge I supposedly have, despite wailing for every single card in the game. And if none of these works, just tell them to learn the game themselves. Hello, this is Kubo. Right now I'm in a period where I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my channel, so I decided to revisit this format. If you'd like to see more videos of this format, or maybe even new videos about Genshin, please do leave your suggestion in the comments and I'll have a look at them. Any suggestions will be really welcome. I'm not going back to LLSIF All Stars. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.